Hello, all you need to answer any problem question in law is this. Okay, you do need the knowledge and the practice too, but what's on your picture right now is 80% of the work. This is a screenshot of my notes. I didn't create this just for this video. I used and still use this to answer problem questions set to me. The name of this technique is not meant to be offensive in any way, it's just an acronym, IRAC. IRAC. It's a mnemonic, I'm not sure, easy to remember. I for issue, R for rule, A for application, C for conclusion. Let's go through each in turn. After having read this scenario you're presented with, and also read what you're asked to do, you must identify the legal issue to be resolved. Always answer the question you're set. In problem questions, you may be given extra information, a person in the scenario may be there to aid the flow, but for no other reason, and the question you're set may be very specific, focusing on only one person in the scenario, say out of 3. Be careful of what you're asked to do, and do that and only that. Having identified the issue and stated it in your answer, you must search in your memory or in your notes to find the legal rule relevant to the legal issue. State the rule as well. Now, here's where description subsides and analysis comes in. Application. It's not enough to identify the legal issue in play and mention the relevant law. This is where most students lose marks because they stop at that. You must continue. You must apply the relevant law to the facts of the case you have in front of you and to the legal issue you're presented with. Remember that more often than not, the law you'll have to apply won't fall squarely within your facts because that would simply be repeating the facts of a particular case you've learned. So the examiner is not going to make it that easy for you. It can happen. They can be really nice to you and give you the exact facts of a case you've been taught, but more often than not, there will be some important differences in the facts and all the legal issues. This means that yes, you'll have to use the law you've learned to show the examiner you know what the issue in the problem relates to, but you'll have to let the examiner know that you can spot the differentiations too. You'll have to explain why the law applies in this case, the reasons which make your case similar to the one you were taught, and you'll also have to explain why the law doesn't in fact apply in some respects. This is where you can be creative. This is where your opinion comes into play. Finally comes the conclusion. Having applied the rule to the issue, you must come to a logical conclusion. It won't always be easy to arrive to a definite conclusion, and in fact, more often than not, you may be arriving at multiple conclusions or conditional conclusions or to no conclusions at all. Don't sit on the fence though, take a stance. Tell the examiner what you think is the most likely conclusion and why. As I said at the start, I didn't change my Word document to post it as a picture on here. I wanted to keep it as is. I created this at the beginning of my first year and I'm now going into my third year. Reading back over this now, I realized at the end it says, but to show that you understand which legal issues are appropriate in the circumstances in each case. So I hope you found that bit. What I meant by that, you must show you understand. So what I meant by that is that you must show you understand the legal issue and relate it to the appropriate rule, always taking into account facts of the problem you're presented with. I hope this makes more sense now. The last line refers to the application. When you're discussing how a rule applies in the circumstances, do consider how the rule also doesn't apply in some respects and mention that. It's important. You're giving advice, you're not trying to persuade anyone. Yes, you'd like to arrive at a conclusion, but you can't arrive at an appropriate conclusion without having considered all possibilities first. This is how you gain marks. Anyway, you can screenshot this to keep it in your notes or keep coming back to this video to refresh your memory. I hope this has helped to some extent. Do let me know by leaving me a comment down below to tell me so, thumbing up the video, and subscribing to my channel with the red button below to keep up to date with new uploads. Thank you for watching.